Imagine a nation where cricket isn't just a sport, it's an obsession, a lifeline, a religion. A country that produced some of the most electrifying players the world has ever seen. The sultans of swing, the magicians with the bat, the warriors who defied the odds. A team that could tear through the best on their day, and yet, today, it finds itself lost, struggling, drowning in mediocrity. This is the story of Pakistan cricket. A story of legendary triumphs and devastating betrayals. A story of raw talent wasted by politics, of scandals that shook the world, and now, in 2025, we stand at the edge of an era where Pakistan cricket is no longer feared, no longer respected. One by one, the cracks started appearing. Match-fixing scandals that shook the world. A broken domestic structure that crushed young talent, a board run by politics instead of passion, an entire generation of players robbed of proper training. So, what went wrong? Where did Pakistan cricket lose its way? And more importantly, can it ever rise again? This is not just a story, this is the downfall of Pakistan cricket. There was a time when Pakistan cricket wasn't just a team, it was a storm. A force that could tear through any opponent, anywhere, anytime. It was a team built on raw talent, fearless aggression, and an unshakable belief that no game was ever truly lost until the last ball was bowled. In 1952, Pakistan played its first test match against India. They lost, but that wasn't the story. The story was how quickly they bounced back. Within a year, Pakistan defeated India on their home soil, a warning to the world that this team was different. They didn't just play cricket, they played with passion, with fire, with an energy that couldn't be tamed. The 70s and 80s were the years Pakistan became a force to be reckoned with. The world had seen talented teams before, but never one like this. Pakistan had fast bowlers who could break bones, batters who could tear apart any attack, and spinners who could hypnotize the opposition with their skills. Javed Mayandad, the master of pressure, played one of the most iconic shots in cricket history, a last ball six against India in the 1986 Australasia Cup final. And then came the golden moment, the 1992 World Cup. Imran Khan, a leader like no other, stood in front of his team and told them, "Play like cornered tigers." Pakistan was almost out of the tournament, struggling in the early stages. But cornered tigers fight back. One by one, Pakistan defeated every opponent in their way, reaching the final against England. Wasim Akram, young and fierce, ripped through England's batting lineup. Javed Mayandad guided the innings with his experience, and when the final wicket fell, Imran Khan lifted the trophy high into the Melbourne sky. Pakistan was on top of the world. The late 90s and early 2000s were a spectacle. Pakistan had the fastest bowlers in the world, the most unpredictable match winners, and a style of cricket that was both breathtaking and terrifying. Wasim Akram and Waqar Younis, the masters of reverse swing, could turn any pitch into a battlefield. Shoaib Akhtar, the Rawalpindi Express, sent down thunderbolts that left batsmen frozen in fear. And at the other end, the batters, Inzamam-ul-Haq, Saeed Anwar, Mohammad Youssef. Saeed Anwar's 194 against India in 1997 was one of the greatest innings in ODI history. And then came another moment of magic, the 2009 T20 World Cup. The final at Lord's against Sri Lanka was a moment of redemption. Shahid Afridi, the heart of Pakistan cricket, played the innings of his life, securing victory and lifting the trophy high. A sign that the team was ready to dominate again. But what no one knew then was that this was the beginning of the end. Because behind the trophies, the records, and the celebrations, something was rotting within Pakistan cricket. In 2010, everything exploded. The biggest scandal in Pakistan cricket history hit the world like a thunderbolt, the spot-fixing scandal. It was supposed to be a historic tour of England. Pakistan's young fast bowlers, Mohammad Amir and Mohammad Asif, were terrorizing batsmen, and leading them was Captain Salman. But, unthinkable, Pakistan's own players had been caught fixing matches, deliberately bowling no balls for money. The punishment was swift. Salman, but the captain, banned for 10 years. Mohammad Asif, one of the most skilled swing bowlers in the world, banned for 7. And Mohammad Amir, the teenage prodigy who was supposed to lead Pakistan for the next decade, banned for 5 years. But the damage wasn't just to these 3 players. It was to Pakistan cricket itself. Trust was shattered. Fans were heartbroken. The world looked at Pakistan cricket as a joke. This scandal wasn't an accident. It was a symptom of a much bigger diseases. Because corruption wasn't just in the dressing room. It was in the Pakistan Cricket Board itself. One chairman would come in, make promises, and be replaced within months. Coaches were fired and hired like they were disposable. The team had no stability, no long-term vision, and then came the favoritism. A player's place in the team wasn't just about talent anymore. It was about who you knew. Who you had backing you. Who was willing to pull strings for you. The dressing room became divided. Factions were formed. Senior players refused to back their captains. Some players supported one leader, others backed another.
Domestic system. Saeed Al-Izam Trophy is not up to the standard. May be a reason why they're losing talent to other countries. England took Adil Rashid, Moeen Ali, and Australia has Usman Khawaja.
And then, the biggest blow of all, Pakistan lost its home. March 3, 2009. A normal morning in Lahore. The Sri Lankan cricket team was on their way to Gaddafi Stadium when gunmen ambushed their bus. Bullets sprayed across the street. Players ducked, terrified, as their vehicle was attacked. Somehow, they survived. But cricket in Pakistan didn't. That day, international teams stopped coming. No one wanted to play in Pakistan. Their home series were shifted to the UAE, empty stadiums, soulless matches in foreign conditions. Players lost the experience of playing in front of home crowds. And the more Pakistan cricket suffered, the more reckless the decisions became. Coaches came and went. Captains were changed like seasonal fashion trends. One day, Misbah-ul-Haq was captain. The next, it was Shahid Afridi. Then Mohammad Hafiz. Then Azhar Ali. Then Sarfaraz Ahmed. Then Babar Azam. It was a never-ending cycle. How could a team build for the future when the leader kept changing every few months? In the 2011 World Cup, there was still hope. Pakistan reached the semi-finals, even defeating India in the group stage. In 2015, they barely scraped into the knockout stage before being eliminated. In 2019, they didn't even make the semi-finals. And in 2023? A disaster. A team that was once a world champion was now struggling to even qualify past the group stage. T20 cricket, which should have been Pakistan's stronghold, also became a story of wasted potential. The country that produced some of the most explosive T20 players in the world, Shahid Afridi, Umar Gul, Saeed Ajmal, was now playing outdated, slow cricket in the fastest format of the game. While teams like England, India, and Australia built aggressive, fearless T20 lineups, Pakistan stuck with a conservative approach, too scared to evolve. And Test cricket? Once the format where Pakistan truly shined, it became a lost cause. The lack of a proper domestic system meant that young players weren't being trained for the longer format. The golden generation of Yunus Khan, Misbah-ul-Haq, and Mohammad Yusuf had retired, and no one was ready to replace them. Can Pakistan cricket rise again? The answer depends on change. If Pakistan doesn't change, the decline will continue. But if the right steps are taken, if Pakistan cricket is rebuilt with discipline, intelligence, and a long-term vision, then maybe, just maybe, the world will once again fear the team in green.